Game on. How game theory explains your whole life. Yeah, really. Okay, imagine this. You at school, you forgot your homework again. Your best friend did theirs. You both know there might be a pop quiz, but no one's sure. A teacher walks in, looks around, and says, pair up. One of you will answer questions. One of you will listen. It's up to you who takes the hit. You look at your friend, your eyes meet. What do you do? Do you volunteer and hope your friend will help you next time? Or do you let them take the fall? That, my friend, is where game theory sneaks in like a ninja. See, game theory isn't just something for math nerds or economic professors. It's not just charts and graphs. It's the invisible logic behind friendships, fights, betrayals, alliances, and even why your sibling snitches on you or backs you up. Okay, what is the game theory really? Let's strip it down. Game theory is the study of decision making, especially when your choices depend on what someone else does. It's like playing chess, but instead of knights and pounds, you're playing with trust, risk, revenge, and hope. At its core, it's about strategy, not just what's best for you, but what's best for you depending on what someone else does. It all started when mathematicians John Van Neumann and Oscar Morgenstern tried to explain how people make decisions when they're not alone. Later, a guy named Josh Nash, the one from A Beautiful Mind, took it to another level. He came up with something called Nash equilibrium, which basically means I will stick to my plan if you stick to yours, even if it's not perfect for either of us. But let's not get lost into the history books, yeah? Okay, let me show you game theories everywhere. Prisoner's Dilemma, the ultimate test of loyalty. Let's say you and your friend get caught sneaking out during lunch to buy burgers. The principal separates you both and says, if you snitch on your friends and they don't snitch on you, you go free. They get detention for a week. If you both snitch, both of you get 3 days detention. If no one else snitches, you both get just a warning. So what do? This is the prisoner's dilemma, and it's the goat of game theory examples. It shows how sometimes doing what's best for you ends up worse for both of you. If you both stay quiet, in other words, cooperate, you both win. So it's a win-win situation. But if one of you panics and snitches, defects, it throws everything off. Now, here's the twist. Real life is full of these moments in relationships, school projects, business deal that even, international politics. And guess what? Someone figured out how to win this game in turn. So it's like, reminds me, like, especially in the war, when it comes to ceasefire, like, yeah, I will not shoot at you. And, both sides do not trust each other because one of them think, okay, if I stop and actually he will betray his promise, he not gonna follow his own promise. That kind of example of this prisoner's dilemma point of view situation. Okay, next one, let's talk about Axelrod, the dude who ran a war of trust. Robert Axelrod wasn't a wizard or, a magician. He was political scientist, which sounds boring, but this guy basically ran the biggest nerd battle of all time. He created a computer tournament in the 1980s. He invited people to submit strategies to play the prisoner's dilemma over and over again. Like hundreds of rounds. He wanted to know which strategy wins long term. And then something shocking happened. The strategy that dominated, it wasn't sneaky, it wasn't ruthless, it wasn't the smartest AI or complicated algorithm. It was a super simple rule called Tit-for-Tat. Okay, here's how it works. First start by cooperating, then do exactly what the other person did last time. In other words, it's like eye for eye. In other words, it's when you are responding the same way as your partner did last time. If your partner did some shady shit with you, you're responding the same way. And if they were nice, you're nice. If they betrayed, you betray them back. That's it. You just, let's say, mirroring their behavior. No fancy tricks, no overthinking, and it won again and again and again. So Axelrod realized something huge. Kindness with boundaries is a power move. Forgiveness with memory is stronger than revenge or endless trust. Think about that. So, why it actually matters in real life? So you're thinking, cool story, but how does this help me? Okay, let's go deeper. Here's where it gets juicy. Friendship and drama. Ever ghost someone because they ignored your message first? That's tit for tat. You were just responding the same way as that motherfucker did with you. Ever forgave a friend once, but not twice? That's Axelrod's theory in action. So we play this game every day, like testing people's loyalty, reacting to their vibe, mirroring their energy, to let them know that, if you're gonna do it this way, you're gonna respond the same way. Axelrod showed that being nice first, but not letting people walk over you, is the best way to build strong relationship. Yeah, think about it. In other words, you gotta show your open-mindedness first, and then once you show your open-mindedness, you then see how that motherfucker, your opponent, like his or her behavior, and you're just mirroring, as I said before, recent reaction, like behavior reactions, and yeah. So the point is, again, be kind first, but it's not about like endlessly being kind. You're just opening your heart, and then you see how that people reacting to it, they appreciate it or not. Uh, okay. Axelrod showed that being nice first but not letting people walk all over you is the best way to build a strong relationship. It teaches others, I'm here for you, but don't test me. Yeah, that's the point. In a business deals, companies do this all the time. Imagine two competing pizza places on the same street. One lowers prices, the other's response. One adds free delivery, the other copies. But if they keep undercutting each other, they both lose money. Eventually, they might realize, hey, maybe if we both stop attacking each other, we will both survive. That's a real world tit-for-tat. Cooperation breeds stability, but only, if both sides respect the game. But, this context, it's a kind of tricky because, they can, maybe for them, it's makes sense to play this game, but from the customer's perspective, actually, it's much better if they still will continue this competition, and because otherwise they can do what exactly? They can do the same price, no competition, and customer lacking options. Okay, the next gonna be the example in politics, like politics and peace. Yet, like even global conflicts use these days. During the Cold War, the U.S. and Soviet Union were like two players in a never-ending prisoners, dilemma. Both had nukes. Both fear betrayal. But they also knew if one attacks, it's game over for both. So they dance it, sometimes threatening, sometimes cooperating, but always aware that each move triggered reaction. Game theory kept the world from ending, no joke. So that otherwise it's gonna be our last game. In dating or love relationship, ever had, for example, a situation where one person gave 100% and the other gave 5%. Game theory says that's not sustainable. Healthy relationships build on a mirrored effort, not perfect but fair. Tit-for-tat teaches us to show trust first, but step back if it's not returned. And if they come back with the good vibes, you meet them halfway again. It's again about following the same principle, business or relationships. Okay, but wait, isn't that too simple? Here's the kicker. Life isn't always black and white. People change, they mess up, they forget, they panic. What if your friend betrayed you by mistake? What if your sibling lies because they were scared? Axelrod's theory also, explored forgiveness. Some versions of tit-for-tat forgive one betrayal. They give people a chance to come back. not for a girl, but enough to say, hey, I see you, I want to try again. That's called generous tit-for-tat. And in many cases, it worked even better because it didn't just punish, it healed. In other words, first of all, you open your heart, but then you see other people's reaction, and if that motherfucker was behaving bad, but that's, I don't know, it depends on the context, how, at which level bad, let's say. And if it's not a big deal, you can, respond the same way. And but if it's really like something fucked up shit, it's of course up to you. But really, if we're talking about it again, about this game theory, it's okay to forgive once. And of course, if that motherfucker betraying you again, yeah, it's better to just ban that person from your life. Yeah, and forgiveness, it seems like sounds like you're opening your heart second time, but it's gonna be a last chance for that person. So should you always play tit for tat? Not always. If you're in a world full of snakes, being nice first can be dangerous. But if you never trust anyone, you will live in fear and loneliness. So what's the key? Know your game, know your players, know yourself. Sometimes cooperating first is the bravest thing you can do. And sometimes walking away is the smartest. So the final boss level, you're always playing a game. Every choice you make, whether to lie, forgive, help, cheat, or stay silent, is a part of a bigger game, and you're not alone in it. Game theory says if you want to win, you need to think like a player, not just a pawn. And Axelrod's legacy, he proved that strategy isn't, about crushing your enemies. It's about playing smart. It's about knowing when to trust, when to test, when to try again. So the next time someone lets you down or surprise you with kindness, remember you're in the game. And every move you make teaches others how to play with you. So that's it for today's episode. If your brain just did a backflip, okay, that's good. That means you're paying attention. So now go out there, make your move, and play the game like you own it. Game on. Let me know if you want a second episode that explores how game theory works in group chats, Twitter, Grand, or School Police. I can make it even juicier. And yeah, subscribe, thumbs up, and stuff like that. See you next time.